got 4 people waiting in the chat already.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's exciting. And also a bit embarrassing.
Wow. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's SCFL Pro. It's Saturday night. It might be Sunday morning where you are. That's fine too. And tonight, it's we got a whole bunch of fights going down. We have Team Belly Ribbon featuring especially Esposito, Immediately Ito, and Boxing Bianche against the alt-right of Pyotr Petrov, Federal Bell, and Ichabod Adams. Ichabod Adams is the world champion, while Petrov and Bell are the tag team champions, and they're going up against their respective future challengers. We are also featuring a gruesome championship bout between Gary Bollea and Blaster Robinson. And we're also going to be crowning an S1 champion between Chuchai, Train Muay Thai Gym, and God, I don't have the card in front of me right now. I'm dying, but it's Gorvis. It's Gorvis. Yes.
We have 2 current titles on the line. We have 2 new titles being crowned tonight, and then of course we have 2 more titles. Well, technically 3, considering the tag titles are held by 2 different people. But we have 2 more championships in action tonight. We've got a lot of gold going on in this year card.
So why don't we talk about the first Battle Royale that's coming up here? Can you guys talk me through who's fighting in that?
Sure.
Absolutely. So we have a scramble match to crown the new opener champion. Every card will now begin with a scramble match for the opener championship. We have Gordon Kuntz, a lunk-headed Canadian quasi-Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. We also have Freddie Fisher. If you want to tell the people about Freddie.
Oh yeah, Freddie was a school teacher. He taught social studies in a junior high, and he got in trouble for a homeroom mishap about his sausages, and now he's a fighter and a wrestler, and he has to do these things to try to keep his wife happy from kicking him out of the house, mostly because he wants access to his garage so he can homebrew his beer and make his homemade sausages. And then we also have Aladdin Bell, the son of Federal Bell, one of the tag team champions here. And Aladdin was born during Operation Desert Storm when his father was deployed over there, met his mother there. Wasn't exactly a happy family or anything. He's very much the antithesis of his father's alt-right beliefs by being in the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America. And, he's looking for some gold here. He was formerly a kickboxing champion. He's probably, if you look through this opener, he's probably the most decorated of any of these men here, too. But that's not to undercut anybody else here. There's also Shelton Morgan, who, he's a Men's Warehouse employee, and he really wants you to love how you look. He's going up against him. Yeah, and then he wants to bang you up, and then maybe you could talk about bespoke suits at post, but then we also have Picaporte Rodriguez, a former boxer from Mexico City. He used to be a cab driver before all of this. Now he mostly moonlights as a referee for us after he suffered a career-altering injury a couple of months ago, I believe. So
this is madness already. I can't believe that one of these men are going to be champion.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are just going at it. And the last man is Vector Vang, who's a part of the Steel Drum Band, who we saw the other night. Still the Steel Drum Band that we knew and didn't really like.
Kurt King has gotten himself involved in this contest. I guess he just wandered out as well.
I don't know if I think whose place did he take? I mean, this is...
I'm trying to determine that.
It looks like he took Aladdin Bell's place.
Everybody gets a Bell nerf. Everybody. See, I thought I got Aladdin Bell in here, and I'm sorry, I don't know what happened.
That's okay. I mean,
sometimes these things happen.
I mean, it could be that Aladdin Bell was supposed to pick up Kaizen Ishikawa from the airport, and there was a mishap here.
You know who I blame? I would look into the chat room right now. That's who I blame.
Murph?
Bike Bianchi.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't...
No. Did you know that bike is short for Bikel?
Oh, God.
Bikel.
I believe Gordon Kuntz was just eliminated.
Gordon Kuntz has been eliminated.
Gordon Kuntz is not going to be a champion. Murph, will Kaizen be here tonight? I doubt
I sure
it.
hope so.
Well, I mean, I hope so.
No one can say for sure.
Right, exactly. We hope, Murph, we hope. And also, Murph, I really appreciate those bits. Thanks for cheering, my dude.
Wow. So, so the action in here is just as fast as we thought it would be. We have Picaporte looking pretty fresh, not really fighting much. He's also mostly been a referee for the past couple of months, so he's he hasn't been in action in a while here.
Look at Vector Vang just nailing Freddy Fisher.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like that Freddy Fisher made inappropriate comments to a teenage girl.
Jeez.
You know, Freddy Fisher, our own Roy Moore. You know, it's just he just doesn't think there's anything wrong with his actions.
I'll BRB.
I did, you know, his appearance caught me a little off guard. I didn't get the chance to discuss Kurt King. He's a former Thailand for a while. Got into Muay Thai fights, and unfortunately, he really developed a party lifestyle, and just was unable. We just had 2 eliminations: Freddy Fisher and
Picaporte.
Yeah.
You know who I'm pulling for here?
Shelton.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's the dark horse for sure. I mean, Kurt King wasn't supposed to be here, but he's still more of a competitor than Shelton has ever been, which is no slight against the man.
I thought his name was Spencer Morgan.
I believe it actually is, but I'm just going by the cue cards in front of me here.
The cue cards are wrong. But you know,
Michael.
Yeah, bike. Another. We got biked.
But yeah, Kurt King
oh
was
no!
Oh,
Vector Vang is out. It's
Vector
down
Vang
to Kurt King, who's not even supposed to be here. Oh my God! Kurt King is the champion with a monstrous punch. Spencer Morgan does not like the way he looks. All you see is his sad little boots just laying there.
Wow.
Wow. He's the champion. Mark it down. I'm blown away that Bix does not like it. I'd like to hear Murph's opinion on how many stars. That's a fast match right there.
I mean, that's how a scramble works.
You know, I mean that was pretty much what we expected of this match.
So coming up soon, we have Offers Thompson versus Meat Mean for the TV title. Jessica, that's a pretty big fight. Offers has been taking on some all-comers lately. Can you tell us a little bit about that matchup?
So Meat Mean really impressed in his debut, a triple threat between Garden Green and Chuchai, as it were. He completely criticaled his pin drop implant DDT, and then quickly dispatched with Chuchai not far after. And then recently in the Atomicos tournament, he put in another solid performance with his Sons of Anger B squad. They got to the finals, but unfortunately could not get the job done, and none of them actually replaced anyone in the Steel Drum Band. But they still put in just an impressive performance in that tournament run.
They beat some really big names. You know, that was the B team wasn't expected to be there, but it was the B team versus the A team in the finals there, and then you know, the Steel Drum Band retained.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't help that one member of the A team did astral project partway through that match, but
that is still under investigation. That is under investigation right now by Jensen Woods, the Ghost Hunter.
Here's Gene Green, who was disgraced in our kickboxing league for being on steroids, who was stripped of his world title.
He did beat Offers, no, excuse me, not Offers, Discussion Davis, who was at the time on the biggest streak possible. And, it was one of those things where the back knee told us all we needed to know.
Dave, I don't want to interrupt you too badly, but it didn't match the streak Discussion Davis put in his underpants when he saw that raccoon.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, Discussion Davis was attacked by a raccoon viciously a few years ago. He lost his upper lip, and that's why he's always sporting a mustache. So this is very topical. Speaking of topical, so Gene Green, disgraced former champion against arguably one of the better champions from the kickboxing league in Credit Lewis. Credit Lewis, nice Canadian boy. His father, Ron Lewis, is a part of the Steel Drum Band. Sort of a disgrace. These are good guys. Credit is at least. Gene Green is a piece of trash, but
joking out Credit Lewis. That's not what a pure-hearted champion would do.
No. This man has anger issues, and he's what they call a soccer dad. He goes to his son's soccer matches. He gets really upset. He hurts people. He's not a good man.
It's true, he isn't a good man. He put someone into a coma at his son's soccer match, and that's how he got into fighting. That's pretty typical of how people get into fighting these days, and then next thing you know, he pops for steroids, and now we're here in a pro wrestling match.
Yeah, I mean, pro wrestling does seem like it should be his wheelhouse here, but Credit Lewis is very much fighting like Credit Lewis with the leg kicks, the low drop kicks, and he's very much thinking he needs to go for the leg.
Really wants to impress after a disastrous debut in a S1 post limb. Just a lot of awkward hugging with Corvus Rogers in that one. It went to a draw because the judges were disgusted.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can look a lot more impressive when he has his full arsenal of offensive capabilities here.
Yeah. When asked what happened in that fight, Credit just said, he really didn't have much to say about his performance, but I think he's looking to make amends here tonight.
Look at the poor timing from Credit Lewis. This guy's a kickboxer, and I don't know if he's translating well to the wrestling ring.
Yeah, he's this is not what he should be doing with his life, but he's still doing it anyway.
So here's the thing that I have to ask you, Walsh. Should Credit Lewis, he's one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best kickboxing champions ever. Shouldn't he be possibly fighting for the S1 championship?
I mean, there's a good chance that he should. I mean, I feel like, his performance the other night notwithstanding, I mean, Garvis's wasn't great either, if we're being honest here. He probably should be watching that fight later on tonight very closely, and perhaps should be looking into challenging whoever wins that fight.
2, 3.
Well, clearly whoever wins this match is definitely, going to be surging up the rankings, whether it's for the .TV title or for the world title.
I would say for sure this shifts people into .TV. I mean, they're world title people right now, but Offers is a great champion as well. Angel Guardian, we run these fighters also exist in EA UFC, and on their off days to stay in shape, they also play in NBA 2K18. We have a small. Oh my God, these dueling chairs
on chairs was just. I'm surprised that Credit Lewis went for a chair. I think he saw Gene grab one and thought, well, I have to do this too.
He's got to do what he's got to do.
Yeah. Maybe some of his father is rubbing off on him.
He's here to survive.
Yeah, he is. He's really going after those legs here. Really bad.
Yeah. You know who else would like for Ron Lewis to rub off on them? And that's Ricky Robinson.
Wow. That's true. Those two have some sexual tension.
Now, why doesn't Sledding enjoy... Wow, why did Sledding just count there, Walsh, like when Gene Green was up top? Is that illegal?
Yeah, technically that is, the lexicon of professional wrestling rules. There is a count when you're up on top like that. They're supposed to be.
It is technically not inside the ring.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Angel, I remember you now, yeah. All of those characters that you watched us in the UFC stream, they all exist in this world and in an NBA 2K18 world as well. It's all part of one giant fight league. So like these guys can absolutely fight in the UFC next week. Wow, Gene Green, the big butt stomp.
Wow, the big Hogan leg drop.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Impressive.
You know, just after escaping from the big Trudeau lock, the leg lock that he was put in before, that was some heart actually from such a terrible man.
Oh, hey, so okay, here's a big deal right here. Very big. A Bixens fan liked it. I want to see Murph stars. So the next match that we have coming up here is a hardcore match that ended in a double KO. So the question is, do we? I want to hear from the chat room. Do we put barbed wire boards in the corner or light bulbs? That's our equivalent of like you bringing your weapons to the ring. So barbed wire corners or light bulbs. It's up to you guys.
I mean Murph coming in strong for the light tubes.
Light tubes? Hold on one quick second, I need to shift something.
I feel like light tubes is the way to go. A lot of Hogan tributes here tonight because we have Gary Bollea, the nephew of Hulk Hogan, going to be competing later tonight for the defending his gruesome fighting championship against Blaster Robinson. And as you can see, he's not exactly a Hogan-looking man, but he really hates his family. Really hates them.
He's not a Hogan-looking man because he hates his family so very much. But it's a weird pathological thing because he does like to throw the big boot, the leg drop, the axe bomber. He's
won a couple of.
It's a weird situation.
He's won a bunch of matches here with the axe bomber, and he's won a lot of his kickboxing bouts by big boot. So it's I really wonder how much he dislikes them. We all know familial things can be complicated. You know, we all have difficult family members.
It's genetic that he has a strong big boot, and it's genetic that he has a strong leg drop, and he's just playing to those advantages.
I mean,
he genetically is better in pajamas than not fighting in pajamas.
Yeah, God knows that's true.
The last time that these two men fought, they went 15 minutes and were both knocked unconscious by an exploding ring. And now here immediately they continue in their ways by running right into light bulbs.
Yeah, I mean there's gonna be a winner here. You know, there's no.
Well, here's the thing. This is getting really interesting. This feud between them because if someone wins, it's still, they've won one match. I feel like a third match, like a best of 3, is what this is evolving into, at least to me. Oh God.
Yeah.
We see Dubois has chosen to wear a shirt to kind of sort of protect himself.
Right.
Front Reed already has no nipples due to a previous incident, not taking that precaution.
Yeah, you'll see that more predominantly in the EA UFC game where we have the kickboxing Super Chat Fight League, but Front Reed does not have nipples.
Yeah, he's
horrifying.
They're covered up there with the black marks, as you can see. He's he's really kind of found a niche for himself as a fearless man because he's already been involved in a terrible industrial accident prior. So, you know, what else can happen? You know, somebody might grind some broken glass on your chest, or you might get thrown into an exploding board. So what? This guy's been through it already. The Chono deathmatch gear. Look, Chono doesn't like to take bumps, and Chono didn't want to get cut.
But we can tell it's not a street fight because neither man is wearing jeans.
Front Reed might need a hardcore outfit, Walsh. Do you think? Like we know that he's a simple, quiet man, but how many more of these hardcore matches is he going to go in like shirtless?
Yeah, you know, he might want to consider like a t-shirt and some jeans or something. You know, maybe some wraps on his hands too. You know, I don't know what happened to his nipples actually.
Oh, they incinerated, funked.
Yeah, it was a true tragedy. I mean, a man lost his nipples. I like that Dubois is really trying to ground this fight. He's not looking to get too hardcore here, so to speak. He's looking to ground this man and just kind of grind out a victory over the man that we've called the most dull man in the league.
Who? Front Reed?
Yes, Front Reed is perhaps the dullest man.
He is very, very dull. And that's like his character. He's so dull that it's a character.
Yeah, he's so just mediocre in everything that he's great. It's really hard to explain, but you know, he's an endearing person because of that. He doesn't try to be something that he's not either.
He's a gentleman.
There's a lot of gentlemen in this league that don't want to hurt anybody, and yet they get forced into it. It's just...
It's kind of tragic when you really think about it.
These men are poor. They're fighting each other. They're doing it across many platforms. It's confusing to these men. They wake up every day not knowing, is Bike Bianchi going to make me kickbox somebody in a 5-round fight? Is he going to make me kickbox in a fight where I can't defend myself? Is he going to put me in an exploding barbed wire match? They don't know. And Bike Bianchi means no ill by it, and they know that. It's just how he is. He's very absent-minded.
That's what they signed up for in this league.
Initially, they signed up to kickbox, but it's gone way beyond that.
You know, Murph, yeah, we've gotten into some weird stuff lately where we found out where that this could be like the Black Lodge. Belly Ribbon, Iowa could be the portal to hell.
That's what Jensen Woods is here to investigate.
I haven't been able to find Belly Ribbon, Iowa on any maps.
Right.
I don't know about you guys.
You know, I believe it's accessible by a certain highway.
And yet here we are in the arena.
Yeah, we're here in the Belly Ribbon Civic Auditorium.
Belly Ribbon.
I just wake up and I end up here. It's weird.
It's very strange. I feel like...
And then I feel very tired, and my eyes come back open, and I'm in this commentary desk.
Yep, and we, you know what, we do our job, and then when we go back to sleep tonight, we're going to wake up tomorrow and our bank account is going to have money in it. And this is a hard business. You don't see Boss Rutan get much work anymore. This is a very tough business, and I'll take the work I can get, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just hours ago I was watching, you know, Vasyl Lomachenko, Lomachenko against, you know, Rigaudot, and here I am now in Belly Ribbon, Iowa. I don't know. I'll take it though. The you know, Bike's check's clear, man.
I find it fascinating that this has been pretty much a standard match.
You know, Front Reed is a standard.
Until now.
Oh. I was gonna say Front Reed is a standard guy.
And his back is all torn up now. My God.
This is basically, you know, this guy's gone through enough trauma in his life.
The thing is, though, is he might have an advantage because he's literally been blown up before, but he's never taken a sledgehammer to the head. Oh my God.
No. Oh no.
After all the head trauma, these men are in kickboxing matches with 4-ounce gloves. Oh, giant slam.
You know, he's still in this. No, that's for sure.
Oh, Dubois kicks out of a huge slam. Front Reed is just zombieing forward.
That was the Front Reed front slam, and he kicked out of it. That was his big move. That's his go-to.
Now he's cracking his back. He's trying to stretch him, make him feel good.
You know, I believe it hurts though. I believe it actually hurts.
I would accept that. Oh my God! All he did was just run up to him and stomp him.
He's like thinking about doing something big, and he's like, I'm just gonna stomp.
Front Reed is really bleeding now. Front Reed's bleeding bad now.
Yeah, it's starting to get everywhere. We're gonna have to have the fixers out here to reach down the ring after this.
Many near counts.
To pull out the barbed wire boards, but to come out with their yellow gloves and their cleaning products too now.
Oh, both men have hit the board, so to speak. I think it's just a matter of who can survive here. Their last match ended at just after 15 minutes after the explosions went off.
July. Well, man, it came out in July?
Yep.
Wow. Feels longer than
Well,
that.
it's
been around for like,
early
what,
access.
20, 30 years, actually, right? But like the series itself has been around for a really long time, Fire Pro Wrestling.
Since 1988 or 89.
Oof, Dubois.
And yeah.
It's over. Dubois wins a gruesome match. Dubois is consistently like stringing together these wins.
You know, one could say Wigwam Watanabe has a challenger now.
You know, that was very much that was an interesting hardcore match. They really they built that well. Only 59% though. Bix hated it.
Bix is not a big fan of the blood sport, it seems.
Maybe I should have been paying attention to who was going to be going next. Oh, a singles match between Karate Hendrix and October Schmidt.
Murph liked it a lot more than Bix.
Kaizen is coming.
We don't know when, we don't know where, but Kaizen is coming.
Right, maybe? Who knows?
Maybe, you know, him and Aladdin Bell, MIA tonight, and this could be something that Jensen Woods, Ghost Hunter, has to look into.
My God.
Is Kaizen a spirit? Is, I guess, the question.
My God. And if this was the SCFL, I feel like this fight would be considered a mismatch that shouldn't happen.
It very well could be considered that. October Schmidt, solid hand, but never really, bridesmaid, never the bride. Karate Hendrix, multi-time world champion. He's always put his stuff together. He's not the most exciting, fighter in the world, but he still has a decent, okay following.
Karate Hendrix?
Yeah.
59 is high for a deathmatch.
It's very high
Hendrix,
for a deathmatch.
Really shown in one of the basketball games a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Karate Hendrix is really good at basketball. October Schmidt, not so much.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Well, the issue stemmed from he was mostly defending against I believe it was Let Lou, who really shouldn't have been on the court, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, you have that big of a height discrepancy.
Look at that ring. Let Lou trying to wipe up everything and just disgusting. As always, Let Lou and Xylophonist Bianche did a terrible job cleaning everything up.
Yeah, you can tell Let Lou drop some of his bread balls and just kind of smush things around. And he probably picked it up and ate it.
Yeah, he doesn't worry about catching bloodborne diseases anymore because his mother just doesn't tell him about them.
October Schmidt is still in his gym gear.
Yeah, he must have came right from school.
So, Angel Guardian, for the last few years, we introduced new characters to the EA UFC Kickboxing League through a tournament called the Substitute Series. It happens every July when substitute teachers are looking for work. So Bike Bianchi lets them fight for very little money in 4-ounce gloves against professionals. So now, substitute teacher October Schmidt is making money in the wrestling ring. But as you can see, he's very proud of his job and proud of his students. So he came here right after work. He's probably got a gig tomorrow. He's one of the better substitutes in this whole thing. Like half the league at this point is substitute teachers.
And most of the crowd are the students. They're students there to egg them on. Although we're not supposed to talk too much about the makeup of the crowd. So right here we have former world champion going against I don't know, has October Schmidt ever held anything? Yeah, everybody here needs a second job. There's only a select few of them that get by with the paltry money that they get for hurting themselves as much as they do. He does look like he might be sailing, but those are some track pants,
You know, that's a good question about teacher insurance, and I don't know how teacher I don't know how that works. I don't think he is.
Yeah.
That's probably why he needs to fight more. See, the whole thing about this is that the money isn't good, but it's good enough for 15-20 minutes of work per week, where these men are like, fine, I'll roll around in somebody's blood without even... There's no drug tests here.
Yeah, I mean, there's been people who have been definitely on the gas.
Murph, I think that he probably has a job in school, or in prison, I'm sorry, wow, Freudian. In prison, and he probably makes like 19 cents an hour.
Yeah, that's not even enough to sponsor one of those Sally Struthers kids. Wow.
I would,
you know, you can really see the disparity between these two here. Because Karate Hendrix is putting the boots here to October Schmidt.
He's getting outclassed. October Schmidt, as expected, is just getting outclassed.
Karate Hendrix is a guy known for keeping distance with his kicks, and really hurting people with those kicks, and that's what we're seeing a lot of here. Oh wow.
Big Enziguri.
Guys, has Ichabod been saying anything recently?
Oh yeah.
If you could drop that into the chat, that'd be
Told us not to badmouth Donald Trump during his match.
Wow.
Yeah, he called all three of us out personally.
Interesting. The wall. Where's Gary Bollea? Angel Guardian. Gary Bollea is on his way.
He's coming in a much more literal sense than Tyson.
Sexually.
I mean, who's to say? We don't have cameras back there.
Oh, thank God for that. Just don't tell Bike he might try to make a reality series out of this.
Now, it remains to be seen if Karate Hendrix will enter himself into the newly formed S1 division.
It seems like a good fit for him, but he seems pretty happy here. He hasn't really gotten much of a chance to shine, and maybe wrestling is good for a guy of his athletic prowess.
Angel, it's interesting that you say that. Like, the wall might be... Oh, Karate Hendrix is kicking the ribs of October Schmidt. He's got to run an 800 tomorrow with the class. Karate Hendrix just kind of took a big bump, too. The thing about October Schmidt is that he's a survivor.
He is a survivor. He didn't go through any horrible... He didn't go through any sort of horrible life-altering experience or anything, but he fights a lot. He fights pretty decent names. He's gotten some big wins. He's defeated Ichabod multiple times now, mostly because Ichabod was making fun of him and just doing whatever the hell he wanted. But he has wins over big names. He just doesn't really capitalize on it.
Called getting wigwammed.
Yeah, the wigwam. Man, October's going for that backdrop suplex, and just karate just doesn't want any of it. He just ends up.
He's too big. He's too good. October Schmidt does this part time. Karate Hendrix is.
This is how he makes a living.
He's a former multi-time champion. Is he getting gas Walsh? I mean, October is rallying back. Like, I thought that karate had this in the bag.
I mean, Schmidt is a guy who, runs constantly. He's a track coach. That's who he is by his nature. But he is getting hit in the ribs a lot, and that is that's going to impact him. I think.
Yep. There it is. Karate, the big flying kick.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
The Bruce Lee kick.
Absolutely. Oh, alright, so in the fight before the .TV title match, we got a tag team match of Until Roberts and Both Ferrari versus Captain White and Algorithm, an old team. 90%, wow! Jessica, can you tell us a little bit about this? I believe you were talking to Bike when he was booking this because you were doing journalistic stuff.
Yeah, so from the first event when we had the big world title tournament, until Robert and both Ferrari had a very good match against each other. So much so that Bike, I guess, decided he'd like to see them work together. So they made them a tag team, and they've had some pretty good success so far. To the surprise of some, to a few others, and now they're looking to eke their way towards a world tag team title shot. And Captain White and Algorithm Schneider, the seafaring duo, might be the only thing standing in their way for a title shot coming up.
Yeah,
Captain White and Algorithm really well. Algorithm actually is retired from kickboxing, Walsh.
Algorithm's retirement from kickboxing was more. He was jealous at the time of his best friend Captain White, who was on a legendary run with the Sharia law title, which, the Sharia law title is an interesting title, that's for sure. And Captain White, was really exploring the world of Islam at the time. And as much as a guy who works part-time at Disney World as a, Captain, I can't remember his name from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Anyway,
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow, yeah, as a Captain Jack Sparrow impersonator. So, they've kind of had to mend their little tiff there. And they've been getting along okay in the past couple of weeks since they've been friends again. But life, some dangerous waters out there for them to tread, and being in a tag team bout like this, it's going to really test their bond as friends, and that's I'm looking forward to it.
Pretty interesting that Murph is wildly different than what Vixen's fan is saying today.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, Murph is a little bit more of a classical freighter, that while Bix is just getting all into it.
There's of course no proof that Vixen's band has snuck a fifth of gin into the building, and that's why some of his gradings will kind of vary wildly or anything throughout the night. No proof to that so far.
So interesting here that Captain White starts off against both Ferrari. Both Ferrari is a guy who's seen a good deal of success in the higher echelon of the fight league here, while the same with his partner. While Captain White and Algorithm, they really haven't. Algorithm was a part of the league early on. He's a solid hand. He just, sometimes he gets lucky, other times he doesn't. He's usually too high to really care. He was somehow involved in the finals of the world title #1 contender tournament, and that didn't, he was barely even involved in it. You know what I mean? He's sort of a choke artist when it comes to the big stuff.
Interesting.
More like a smoke artist.
Oh.
Yeah, his title opportunity went up in smoke. Although I was, from what I am aware of, Alex Thompson, the murderer, was quite upset with him and felt that because of Algorithm and whatever he was doing at the time, it cost him the ability to break up the pinfall. And he should, Alex Thompson, he's here to win. He's not here to, this is all he has. He's in prison for triple homicide.
Alex Thompson's angry at just about everyone and wants to take that anger out on just about anyone, so it doesn't surprise me that he's, pointing the finger at anyone that's not Alex Thompson for any shortcoming he sees.
Yeah, I will give him credit, though. Algorithm had hit a swan dive kneel kick on him right when the pinfall was happening, and the two of them were definitely distracted, but that's how fatal four-ways work. And Alex Thompson needs to accept that and move on. But who knows if he will. He seems to get fixated on things.
5 minutes gone.
For example, his wife never making sure to buy a new gallon of milk, and we saw how that turned out for her.
Oh, I mean, rest in peace. That was horrific. Alex Thompson is a terrible person.
He should never be applauded.
And he should never be in our league, but Mike somehow sees something in this man. And
I think he's just afraid. I think he's just so terribly afraid that if he somehow forced himself into signing Alex Thompson to a contract, it's not clear where Mike's head is at any given time.
I mean,
especially evidenced by his recent trip.
Yeah, I mean, the man went into what he called a different dimension, and you have to wonder if maybe all of this Alex Thompson stuff has to do with the reports of another dimension and perhaps ghastly appearances from certain officials. He did hire Alex out of the crowd, but there is some sort of divine intervention going on here.
This is a very high-paced match.
Yeah, I mean, you have Robert and Ferrari, who are just two quick guys. They're not looking to mess around here. And you have Algorithm, who's just
I'm surprised that I'm surprised he's doing so well, considering he's broken his neck and his back.
He's definitely been through a lot in his career. He's one of the earliest competitors in the league. It's interesting that out of all of the early competitors, not many survive. Not many are still going to this day. You have Bike, you have Discussion, you have Blaster. Not many else. Karate.
Sad to say that the old days were, a year and a half, 2 years ago?
Well, yeah. These guys go through a lot of trauma.
Yeah, when you're fighting basically every other night with 4-ounce gloves. It's up real quick, I imagine.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
here they are just headbutting each other now.
Yeah. Until Robert looking to work over the stomach in the midsection.
Trying to slow him down a bit, huh?
Yeah, he's known for a guy that throws really fast punches to the midsection, and that's definitely translated into his wrestling style for sure. But he's a lot.
Oh, it's Tommy. Hello. Oh.
Yo.
Captain White. Side slam. What were you saying was not translating well? Is that from kickboxing?
Yeah, I mean, his speed is translating very well, and he's actually a lot more agile than anybody expected.
Tommy, the emote that you're seeing in the chat right now, that is the lead booker, owner, and sad general man who is very busy. He also books most of the substitute teachers in District 204 school system. But yeah, he's the leader of this Super Chat Fight League. You'll see that the ring is a little bit bloody already because we had a hardcore match earlier that was quite rough. Oh, until Robert almost pins Captain White.
Wow, that was close. This guy's just Miami dreaming over here.
Absolutely. Both Ferrari hasn't been in a while. Here he comes. Jessica, give us your overall rundown. Do you see an advantage here? To me, it seems like until Robert and both Ferrari.
He is a robot.
He is.
I think definitely Robert and Ferrari, which I think they need to come up with a cohesive tag team name at some point. I think they've definitely got the advantage. While White and Algorithm have known each other for a while, this is, one of the first couple of times they've ever actually wrestled as a tag team, whereas Robert and Ferrari have done this before. And, just that chemistry of knowing when your partner's in danger, knowing when to come in for any kind of double team activity. That's kind of an invaluable skill that you really just have to develop through a lot of practice and experience.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Algorithm! Because his neck was broken in UFC kickboxing, he broke the neck of Until Robert. The match is still going? Oh my god, what is happening?
Until Robert was not the legal man.
He's doing it again! He's not the legal man! Oh my God!
And then the same move on his partner, who's just getting the crap beat out
Wolf
of him on the
Ferrari
outside.
has to be absolutely shocked right now until Robert
Wow.
is very hurt. His
Oh my God! This is horrific.
This is now 2-on-1. I've never seen that before.
These guys a title contendership opportunity.
Look at Algorithm just taunting as Captain White, concussed man as he is, rolls up the man as he's not tagged in. Algorithm is a killer. I can't believe this is happening.
This is...
Until Robert is very hurt right now.
He hasn't moved.
Will you
in
clip this,
probably
Jessica?
20 seconds. This is horrific.
Yeah, this is very bad.
And nobody's checking him. There's no...
Sledding Bianchi is in the bottom corner just looking at him.
He's just like, oh, okay. You know, I mean, both Ferrari hit the big,
terrible.
Big 630 senton, and it's just he doesn't have a tag partner to help him out here.
Both Ferraris just getting kicked in the head. Algorithm's just dancing around and taunting. Like, how could you do this?
Oh my God!
Until Robert is genuinely hurt right now, and these
this
are
is
dancing and laughing.
This is the darker side of the High Seas fight camp, which is just these two gentlemen. They're out there to win, you know. They're not just drinking spiced rum and hanging out by a campfire at night.
Jessica, can both Ferrari pull this off?
I really doubt it, and unfortunately, by the time I went to clip that footage,
it's over. No, it's over.
Oh.
Algorithm is a killer. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
This guy has a renewed sense of what's going on, you know, like his career.
Absolutely. Murph, how many stars is that right there? 85% from Bix. Alright, so next match is Offers Thompson versus Meet Me. And Jessica, I would really love to know about Meet Me.
So Meet Me and is a young man. Just don't use the wrong pronunciation in front of him, otherwise he'll be wanting to fight you. He's not the most emotionally stable of young men. He was, clean cut young guy out in Temecula. And then I'm not sure how many people are aware of the Meet Me in Temecula meme that sprung up over a pair of Kobe Bryant fans arguing on Twitter. And as soon as that came up, he was just inundated with jokes and bullying about that, and so he started getting into street fights very quickly and just trying to inflict tons of damage, and that led him into Super Chat kickboxing, which has now led him into Super Chat pro wrestling. He likes to get in, do a lot of damage, and find someone else to fight as soon as possible. He's an angry young man.
And now with that said, we have a message from our sponsor, the Supreme Family Certified Pre-Owned. Get your Buicks, you promise you won't die, you piece of shit. That's from 5-time SCFL kickboxing champ Philly Supreme. And for that, we're bringing in Hero Supreme, Philly's uncle.
Yes.
Who will be watching over this TV title. Jessica.
I don't fucking care about the I don't care about the .TV title. Tonight I'm fighting fucking Sledding Bianchi. I'm gonna kick the shit out of him. He fucked up my trios match a couple of weeks ago. That's inexcusable bullshit. I beat this fucker's ass before. I gave him a fucking heart condition. He's gonna stroke out again, huh?
And then we see the champion, Offers Thompson, coming up first for some reason. Offers Thompson is the .TV champion. He is defending on every title, or every show. Totally random circumstances. Sometimes we'll have the audience determine what the circumstances are. This is his toughest challenge yet. Offers is also the second best in my opinion, kickboxing world champion ever. I don't know if Jessica agrees with that though.
I think Philly Supreme would have something to say about that.
Yes!
I'm not aware of a lot of the, prior history to the league before I joined, so I can't really say definitively who is best, second best, third best, so on and so forth.
He did have a very impressive reign that lasted a very long time.
Also have to mention that all .tv defenses, other than the one weird cage match randomly, which didn't even need it, but all have a 15-minute time limit. So
damn it!
If Meet Me In is
they
gonna
should.
Win, sometimes letting Bianchi forgets. He forgets to set his egg timer. A lot of times Let Lou borrows it because he likes to cook and eat eggs.
Well, you know what, then
Vixen's
fan is already, I have him in my ear right now, and he's already bitching, saying that he's not going to rate this if it goes 15 minutes, so we're going to have to depend on Murph, because Vix is really upset right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is also why Hero Supreme is fighting Sledding Bianchi tonight, because of a grievous error in a time limit for one of their matches. So this is definitely a repeat thing with Mr. Bianchi, but the man's old, you know, he's gone through some stuff.
Sledding had declared a previous .tv title defense for offers between was it Deed Karate Hendricks? I'm not 100%, but it went to the 15 limit time limit, became a draw, and the next match was the trios match that Sledding upon 15 minutes, you know, for some well, not for some reason, he's clearly not operating at 100% brain activity, thought the match was over. You know, he for a while thought all matches were only supposed to go 15 minutes, so that's explained to him, but it's having some trouble sticking in.
Yeah, it caused Hero Supreme to have a little meltdown in the ring too, which was quite comedic at the time.
Offers Thompson, Meet Me In is so powerful. It's interesting to see him just throw around someone like Offers in this fight so far. But they're both, you know, keeping their distance with the kicks. Some light punches.
Yeah, I mean, they're still sort of feeling each other out here. You know, the moves are increasing in intensity, but there's still, you know, we're 5 minutes, 6 minutes in here, and these guys are still not going for the big stuff yet. And just, of course, as I say that, you know, Offers is looking to finish it.
Right. Now, the big question is, as Offers takes some huge kicks to the face. We got 9 minutes to go. Oh my god, Meet Me with a huge knee in the back of Offers' head. Concussed, bad timing there. This is not going well.
The room, Meet.
This is not going well for Offers Thompson.
I mean, this would be... Offers has held this belt since its inception. Defended it a couple of times now. You know, is his time coming up already?
You can't, huge boot to the face.
Time is now.
I don't think that you can really blame anyone for losing this belt. The 15 minutes does help, but fighting constantly, you're gonna lose eventually.
It is a grueling title. It is, you know, this is...
What is the point of it? It actually seems like, in a lot of ways, the most prestigious title, considering how he has to...
defend it on every show?
Yeah, even though it's against what could be considered slightly, you know, lesser up-and-coming talent. Oh my god, Offers back, his back! Jessica Meet Me does not have a nice bone in his body.
He does not. He burst onto the kickboxing scene by landing a spinning wheel kick to the back of an opponent's head who had gone for an ill-timed reaching uppercut and exposed his back, and Meat just hit him in the brainstem, and he felt no remorse for that action.
We have a lot of guys getting spinal injuries here.
Murph brings up a good statement here. If the match goes past 15 minutes, so Meat wins, but he can't win the title. I mean, I guess I'm fine with that.
You know, I believe that we'd have to look into the official rule book, but that does seem like something that Mike Bianchi would have absent-mindedly placed in the rules.
Offers officially desperate now.
Yeah, he's got a chair.
Yeah.
This is not like him.
Takes another nasty hit to the head.
Winning is important, I guess. And
look at
these
guys and their kicks. They're going for heavy hits now.
Belly Ribbon has created an atmosphere where winning is just so important at being the best, you know?
Absolutely. My god, that sliding elbow. I can't believe Offers is fighting back. This is funny because I'm watching the clock right now, almost like it's one of those hardcore matches where the ring explodes. I genuinely... He's got 3.5 minutes. Offers just needs to survive in a lot of ways. Is that... Does he know that, you think? Does he know? And is that... Does that annoy the viewers?
I think he'll be surprised if, you know, the match goes beyond 15 minutes, but I don't think he'll stop fighting. I think he's one of those guys that just he listens for the bell. He's a veteran, you know. I think if he lost the match past 15 minutes and then was declared still champion, there would be a bit of a look on his face.
Oh, so close to 3 there. Super kick. I think the question is we have a couple of suggestions in the chat room. Wow, Meat needs a dick. Double fingers in the face. Oh. Jessica, what do you think? Is it a judge's decision? Angel, Meat Mean is part of the Sons of Anger. And if you look here, we have a very deep roster. Buick dealership offers there's a minute left. He's going up top. Oh my God!
I think this could change.
Whoa! Flying knee jaw slam thing. I don't even know what that was. Pin him.
The flying code breaker.
What the hell?
MX.
Pin him.
I mean, he's hurt.
Pin him. 2.9. Unbelievable. They're both racing against time here. This looks like it's going to go 15 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Meat Mean stops. It's over. It's over. We're going. Oh, we're cutting away. We are cutting away, people. Wow. It's over.
Wow.
So what happens?
You know, I mean, that was a successful title defense.
It's a draw. Yeah. If you can't beat the clock, then you can't. I don't know. I can't think of anything pithier, wittier, rhyming.
So now, you know, Offers walks away. That was an amazing fight, but I mean, Meat Mean is back to the back of the line. So now we have another barbed wire match. So for the chat room, cage match, an exploding ring match, or another landmine death match, but then you get to choose with barbed wire boards or with light bulbs. What do we want to see here? It's another hardcore match before we get too deep into it. Ooh,
that was a good match.
This is a big match too. Zoning Zhang versus Blowhole Bernard. That's a good hardcore match too.
I think Explosion sounds like a good plan, Murph.
Exploding ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, the intensity is already high. We're going back to a countdown situation.
Yeah, so how long is the countdown? 15 minutes, 10 minutes? What do you guys want?
I think we should be looking at I think 10 or 15 is probably good. I
like 10.
I think 10 explores the land, lets them not get killed. Yeah, everybody seems to be going for 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got votes for 10, so we're going 10.
Alright, we're going 10. Do we want a lot of weapons or only a few weapons?
Go for the full 8.
Wow.
Yeah, I definitely think the winner of this is just in line for a
hardcore
title shot.
You know, but then what about Dubois?
Oh, Dubois. You know, make it a 3-way. Or they can just wait because they may need to recover.
Maybe whoever wins this fights Dubois.
I'm never a huge fan of killing a contender with another contender.
I totally agree, Jessica.
Dubois gets a shot. Two solid contenders.
Yep.
I mean, Dubois has a series of wins now, basically. Although he does have the
basically, the winner of this fight could then, you know, approach the winner of Dubois in Wigwam in the next fight. At the end of the fight.
Zoning Zhang for the inaugural hardcore champion. He lost it under very suspicious terms.
A weird situation considering he trains with Mike Bianchi.
Yeah, but he's out here. He's got his jeans on. He's got his ripped up shirt, and he's going up against the toughest man from the Pacific Islands.
Yeah, that because Mallory, Missouri, has not shown up yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, just seeing this right now, these men have 8 minutes until incredible pain.
And the chances are they're going to go through that incredible pain.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way. I mean, we're seeing these guys go into the barbed wire quite often already, but...
Yeah, Zoning Zhang has gone in twice now, and he hasn't been busted open yet.
Well, that's what he gets for the belly shirt, But they have to show off that belly ribbon still. Right, Angel, you get it. Because he is a shooter. This is like, imagine if, like, what we just saw today in Glory, like, imagine if we saw, like, Badr Hari and Rico Verhoeven if they had substitute teaching jobs on the side, fight in a barbed wire match.
Fart in a barbed wire.
Man, they probably do fart all the time in these matches.
I mean, how can they not?
And they can't help, they gotta stop themselves from giggling.
Yeah, his gear is a full Ryoji Ito from BJW tribute. Because, if you're going to be deathmatch guy, be the best deathmatch guy.
Wow, I want to know about this guy.
Wow. Ryoji Ito is one of Big Japan Pro Wrestling's deathmatch
I
kings.
know him, but I just don't remember.
You know what? I don't know. He's from the past, 10 years only.
Oh, wow.
He's a bit of a Dean Ambrose knockoff.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Very.
Don't you mean, what's his name before he was Dean Ambrose?
Nope.
What was his name?
John Moxley was entirely
A false person.
No, he was entirely a World of Sport grappler. He just didn't watch the right matches.
Wow.
Nerds. We've got
This is getting close here.
Bill holding on.
I know that Northern Lights bomb, the tribute to Kensuke Sasaki, 5 minutes in, got a near fall.
Oh my god! Oh, this full Nelson slam. Blowhole has yet to go into the barbed wire, and I'm concerned. Oh wow, Sony rolls him up. What do we got here? Nothing. Blowhole's feeling good. I'm feeling it right now. I think that Blowhole is going to win by just... Sony saying he's not going to survive the explosion.
You know what? He's been taking a big beating here. When you can get Blowhole into a situation where he's beating you up, he's pretty hard to overcome.
Yeah, so those things on the side of the ring explode. It's hard to explain.
We're a safe distance away, so we're not going to be caught up in any of the...
Yeah, you see those big, those black boxes out there that are filled with explosives.
After the smoke, like, we may have to, like, mute our mics because we'll be coughing because the smoke raises up here where we're talking from. Oh, another full Nelson slam onto the chair, hit the back of his head. Oh my god.
Wow, Zoning Zhang is taking a beating here. This is, this guy, first guy to hold the hardcore title, and he's getting beaten up here. This isn't looking pretty. He's wearing his jeans, his hardcore jeans, and he's just bleeding.
Zoning Zhang is bleeding very, very badly. Blowhole's got to be really concerned right now. Oh my god, another hit on the chair. They might get out of this with no blow. Oh, Zoning.
I think he wants to finish this.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I mean, the tornado bomb on the chair was just.
I think at this point, Zoning Zhang's like, I just want to bring you to the explosion to be
Right.
a dick.
He wants to see if he can personally survive it, and maybe Blowhole will take enough damage to where he can pin him after. But
Right. Here we go. Oh.
I mean, these guys proud with the strike exchanges. I mean, I think they both know that this.
Oh no! Oh.
Wow.
Yep, Zoning Zhang is dead. Zoning Zhang is knocked out. He's very hurt. Sledding Bianche's up there. He's reffed every single match tonight, and he fights in the co-main event. Now he's busted open against Hero Supreme. Jessica, have you seen Hero? We should bring him in. Hero, what do you think about this? Look at your opponent.
Look at this fuck. Ah. God damn it, cheesesteak. Look at this guy. Look at him. He's going to fight me later and he's already bleeding.
Would you call it any kind of hollow victory to defeat a man who was clearly not at 100% going into your match?
This motherfucker's never been at 100% in his whole life.
You know, that's not false. 53%. 53%.
He's I gotta get ready. I don't want. Why did you bring me out here? I gotta go back there, get myself some nice prosciutto.
You were passing by and you were eating a pile of cold cuts. We just asked for your opinion real quick.
It's true.
I have no opinion.
All right, well, you go back and you get ready for your match. But right now, we're gonna go and look at somebody who's not here tonight, but one of the most dangerous fighters in all of the league. This is Alex Thompson, the Wall.
The bike match is the only footage we could actually use due to the brutality and any other contest Alex Thompson's been in.
That's pretty interesting. Well, here's the thing, Tarantula. Alex Thompson is a very interesting guy. Walsh, can you explain that? Or did Walsh have to go? Jessica, can you explain that?
No, I mean, what happened was when Bike Bianchi first went into this realm of promoting fights outside of the cage with the little gloves, he wanted to start off with an MMA tournament. And one of the competitors didn't end up in the arena that night, so he asked somebody from the audience to sign a waiver, go out there and fight. Alex Thompson was there, and he's a pretty terrible monster.
Angel Guardian, that's a great question, and that's something that we should do. Is a list of who has the belts. We don't have that yet, but as you saw, yeah, that roster. Tarantula, yeah, here is tonight's card. Just link that. And then if you want to know more about Alex Thompson, basically he got called out in the middle of a show and he came out of the crowd, and that's what happened. The ring is getting very messed up at this point.
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
Our boys, who usually clean the ring, are not able to do so. Just gotta keep the show moving. So Jessica, tell us about these guys. Tell us about Jean-Jacques, and Kurt King.
That's not Kurt King. How dare you?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Jean-Jacques in the blue singlet, and the graying hair is a kickboxer from the island of Haiti. And when he came to America to train, people instantly made voodoo jokes at him, so the nickname Voodoo unfortunately stuck, and he's just had to deal with that. But he's been in the game a long time. He's in his mid-40s, so he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve that these young guys may not be too aware of. And one of these young guys is his tag partner, Miles Manhoof, who believes himself to be the son of kickboxer Melvin Manhoof, based solely on the fact that he's a not African American clearly, but a black man living in the Netherlands. So he decided, what better way to get my potential father's attention by entering in the world of kickboxing, and
he's been sort of a disappointment, though, if you think about it. He was brutally beaten down by SCFL world champion Ichabod Adams with a series of kicks to the liver until he just decided to stop fighting professionally. Pro wrestling is more his speed right now, I think.
His kidneys were damaged, so he didn't cut a lot of weight to make 185. The middleweight limit is entirely what Super Chat kickboxing is contested at, but it was enough that he really couldn't do it with any kind of safety, so he retired from active kickboxing competition. But he's taken to pro wrestling fairly well, and with an old hand like Jean-Jean Jacques guiding the way, he's hoping to improve ever more.
I mean, this is an interesting tag match, especially when last week we saw the team of the Philly Gym / Buick dealership of Philly Hero and his brother Cheesesteak, who's in there, along with Sanders Suzuki, entered into the Atomic Ghost tournament, and Sanders was one of the highlights for the team, and then he was also the guy who took the pinfall and really pissed Uncle Hero off.
Now, Sanders Suzuki, the only reason he's part of this group is because he's got a nice haircut.
Yeah, basically he has the same haircut as Cheesesteak, and they bonded almost instantly over it, and they're just good friends now. And who knows what sort of debauchery they get up to together.
New Day, that seems like a recent wrestling joke that I don't understand. But hello, Jay Merkel. Welcome.
New Day is a stable in the WWE.
As you can see, Merkel, the ring is bloody. We've been through a lot of stuff tonight. It's been crazy. Crazy times.
A couple of severe injuries have occurred already. Wish Zoning Zhang and Until Robert speedy recoveries in these trying times.
Jessica, what can we expect out of this? Are these guys knocking on the door? Are these guys knocking on the door of a tag team title shot? Whoever wins this?
Well, I'm not sure. I definitely think Captain White and Algorithm Schneider are, very close after their impressive performance. I think, Cheesesteak and Suzuki had a pretty good showing. Granted, it was in Atomico's action, but they had a good showing in the tournament the other day. So I think with a good win, they could be closing in on a title shot. But I think Jacques and Miles will have to prove themselves a little bit more.
Do I have technical difficulties, JD Merkel? I just don't know. I'll try to fix it.
You do get kind of tinny.
Okay, baby.
Let's see if that fixed it.
Could be okay. Yeah, it actually was pretty robot-y.
Robot.
I don't know if this will fix it or not.
Okay,
It did. Be pleased with
Good.
yourself.
Excellent.
So anyway, back to the action here in the ring. So Cheesesteak is sort of looking okay, but as we've seen, he's kind of a big moron, and he's willing to take risks that can sometimes jeopardize the match. Wow. Wow.
We're seeing some high-flying action. The Supremes are just... Maybe they're not the team that we thought they were. These two men love each other.
This is not the Supreme A team for sure. I mean, if this was Hero and Philly, I think we'd be seeing a different thing. Instead, it's Cheesesteak and Sanders Suzuki, two of the dumbest men that we have available. And Miles Manhoof is just really bringing it here. I mean, you know what, though? I got to give credit to Cheesesteak for tagging out there. He was hurt, he needed to, and Sanders Suzuki comes in.
Look at that stretch. That looks like something that you would do if you were at physical therapy.
Yeah,
like that seems like beneficial.
Now Miles is gonna jump higher and further.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you don't want to do
feels
that.
Good.
That would be something that Sanders and Cheesesteak would do, is to make an opponent somehow better. Okay.
Oh! Sanders taking a nasty hit to his well-haircutted head. Oh my god! For the second time tonight, we're seeing the wrong man unconscious. Sanders Suzuki just beat the hell out of a man. He's unconscious. I've never seen this before in this game after playing for dozens of hours, and we're seeing it for the second time tonight.
Yeah, this
He's
is
an old man. He's not the healthiest, and he did not prepare to absorb that impact at all.
No, I mean, but you know, Sanders knows where his bread is buttered, I guess. I like that Cheesesteak is kind of checking on him a little bit, but I feel like we couldn't hear what he was saying. He might have been insulting him.
Cheesesteak is checking on him, it's true.
Yeah.
I am just utterly shocked, and once again, Sledding is working another match here.
Yeah,
he's been cut open tonight. Hero's walking around eating club sandwiches.
And drinking club soda. I mean,
absolutely. He's going to be very gassy for his fight. But I don't think that Sledding is ready. He fights tonight. He's reffed every match.
You know, maybe he should be asking Picaporte to help him out a little bit.
It could be.
But he's not that kind of guy. I know. Picaporte might actually be a better referee.
Picaporte was in the first match tonight.
Right.
He's probably just hanging out back there. Oh, Sanders needs to tag out. I can't believe that Shock is unconscious right now.
Yeah, this is terrible.
He did the 5 counts that a non-legal man is allowed inside the ring.
9, 10.
We got a man that's been unconscious for several minutes. And Sledding is like, the one thing I will enforce is if one of the legal men is outside the ring. Oh my god. He's gonna win. This is unbelievable.
He's really going for everything here.
I feel like Philly and Sanders are gonna find a way to blow this.
It's not Philly, it's Cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak.
You've never gotten the Supreme family correct. It's terrible.
It's tough.
They're entirely different people. One of them's a moron. The other one is the owner of a Buick dealership.
Pretty dumb to own a Buick dealership in this kind of economy, though, folks.
a lot of those knee drops there, and then the flying knee. Like this is, and Sanders is just.
Oh my God! You fool! Unbelievable lack of hustle. Hero is flipping out. I hear him. He just threw a sandwich tray in the back room. Bring him in here. Hero. We hear him. You hear this?
You goddamn. I gotta go. Did you fucking see that?
100%.
Fucking see
100%.
that?
Miles Van Hoof. Jessica. Miles Van Hoof is a hero. 100%. What does Murph give it? David Bixenspan. His mind is blown right now. Absolutely blown. I can't even believe what we just saw. It's
Murph loves it.
What did he give it?
5 stars.
Nice. I can't see right now because So this is a big deal, guys. This is a new mode to Fire Pro Wrestling. This is the S1 Championship, Jessica.
It is. I'm still curious how these two men, the championship without a tournament or anything to qualify, but you know, Bike's kind of just looking for names, and I think it just came to him that, you know, the division will sort itself out after the champion is crowned. Kind of like how you know, the new UFC Women's Flyweight division is maybe doesn't have the current best woman of 125 pounds as the champion, but that'll get sorted out eventually too.
Wow, Mersh gives it 5, Merkel 3.5, Bix gives it 5 out of 5. So question here, what should the TKO be, 3 or 5? And should this be 5 rounds of 3 minutes each?
You know, we should probably be looking at how many rounds we're gonna do.
5 rounds. It's for the title.
You might want to do a little bit more.
5 minutes. How about 5 minutes at 5 rounds? So it's the same rules as our kickboxing league.
Sure.
And I'm gonna do the TKO at 5, which is gonna be hard to do, but we can always experiment from there. Unless
you might want to lower that a little bit, but that's okay.
I'll do 3.
3, yeah.
All right. Jessica, tell us about Gorvis.
So Gorvis is you can't really tell from his there, but he's a young man from Atlanta, Georgia. Very impoverished family. He's had to work to help support the family at a very young age. Started at 6 or 7, out there trying to rustle up any kind of money. Got into some fights as a youngster, you know, just trying to hustle and get any kind of cash he could, and that just led him into this crazy world of kickboxing.
And Walsh, tell us about Chuchai. He's a former world champion. He's a Sharia law champion. These guys have been into it for a while. They go right at it. My God.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Chuchai is a young 18-year-old fighter. You know, he's from Thailand. He's experienced some terrible things in his life, but he's trying here. He tried to get into the adult entertainment industry in Thailand.
I did not know about this.
Yeah, this has always been a part of his life. His former gym was Comes a Lot Gym, and it was censored by the UFC on Fight Pass, so he had to reconsider himself.
Oh God. Gorvis gets knocked down. Heavy elbows.
Wow. Yeah, that's...
Wow.
This is exciting and fun to kind of change it up here. I mean, keep in mind that we got Gorvis coming up next. So we're following up a crazy night of like hardcore or gruesome fighting up next. Just a crazy night full of stuff with back-to-back a kickboxing match that allows hugs and another knockdown.
2, 3, 4.
Remember here, folks, that the knockdowns are only per round, so...
Right. Still, I mean, it's already at 3 minutes. He can get one more knockdown. Look at this. It's over, I think. It is.
Wow.
TKO.
Wow.
Round 1. Chuchai's dancing. We got a champion. Take a screenshot. Unbelievable.
Rude. This is very rude.
Wow, Chuchai.
Wow.
Kicked ass, round 1 knockout.
Only was the round longer than Gorvis had trained for.
Wow. That's true. That's true.
Wow, Gorvis is gonna write an op-ed. Wow, 43%. Why did Bix hate it so much?
We're not so sure if
First round
Gorvis can
knockout.
read or write. He's gonna holler a lot. He's gonna holler.
Okay, so let's see here. Alright, yeah, so we got the MMA title next. The gruesome title, Gary Bolia. Talk to us about this, Jessica.
Well, so... So Gary won a fairly extensive MMA, or gruesome fighting tournament.
It was like a good 16-man, right? 16-man tournament?
Something like that, yeah. You know, he defeated some solid folks. He defeated Weather Walker. He defeated Freddie Fisher. He defeated Karate Hendricks in the finals. You know, it was a good tournament. He hasn't really been seen a lot up until the Atomicos tournament. Part of the Sons of Anger. You know, did well up until Gary's normal tag partner, Turgid Delmonico, flickered out of existence briefly and ruined the team's chances. But you know, sometimes those kind of things happen in pro wrestling.
Yeah, they indeed do, and he's going up against Blaster Robinson, who's one of the earliest competitors in the league. He's moved around weight classes a hell of a lot, and you know, he was one of the early career rivals of Discussion Davis, who went on to become one of the greatest champions of all time. So it's Blaster is looking to make. He hasn't made a huge impression here. He's won the Banger title, and he's been I believe the boxing champion. But he's never really been the guy to hold a main title. And while the gruesome title is not the main title here, it definitely has some prestige to it. And this would be a big win for him. But Gary Bolia is an angry, angry man. And, it's going to be tough for him to overcome a member of the Bolia family.
And before we get back to that fight, a quick message from our sponsor. Social media done the bike way, but social media done by Bike Bianche. You can reach him at SCFL Highlights on Twitter if we can get a link into the chat room. And he can also be reached at bike@district204admin.edu for all your social media, substitute teacher, fight league needs. Social
Here's
media.
How good Bike Bianca is at social media. He tweeted he was trapped in the Shadow Realm numerous times during the Atomicos tournament.
He
did. He also, when his brother went into the Shadow Realm, he tried to tell his brother to walk towards the light.
Ooh, I like JD Merkel's stars. He's kind of being the anti-Murph.
Yeah, Murph
in my opinion, you watch enough streams, and then you'll eventually see the bits or whatever, and then maybe Walsh ends up giving birth to you in this game in Murph versus Merkel. It's all I'm saying.
And we saw Walsh gave the match to bike heads out of I'm not sure how many.
I really believe that bike heads are the future of match ratings.
This is Gary Bolia. Yeah, Jessica, is he not the son, or explain that?
So Gary Bolia is the son of Horace Hogan. Horace Hogan, of course, being the nephew of Hulk Hogan. Gary vehemently hates his father and his, I guess, uncle. They weren't really in his life much as a kid growing up. You know, they were always out at Sturgis, at Road Wild, doing all sorts of NWO things. Because you know, it doesn't matter if you have a kid. If you're NWO, you're NWO for life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't take care of your family.
Horace Hogan was not.
They're not like the Cosa Nostra, where you take care of your family and that's an important part of it. The NWO was all about debauchery and lawn darting Rey Mysterio into trailers. You know, that's what they're about.
So with that in mind, Gary decided, you know what? Screw this pro wrestling crap. I'm gonna get into kickboxing. And he had some success. But then he noticed some fine print on his contract that said, if Bianchi needs you to do something that's not kickboxing, you kind of have to do it. Like, that's the actual wording. So he found himself, of course, in pro wrestling, and somehow he found himself in no gloves, full boots, MMA.
Yeah.
No gloves, full boots, MMA. This is the most hardcore stuff if you really think about it.
I thought that Blaster had prepared for MMA and was going to come out with gloves and his little wrestling shoes, but apparently he's just.
Mike went up to him and was like, "Are you set?" And he made him show him his outfits, and he didn't see them.
We're stomping, we're allowing elbows to the spine, we're allowing leg drops to the back of the head.
Absolutely. Like, everybody's hurting each other's lower backs here. This is no old barred, really. It seems like the only thing is no fish hooking, no eye rakes.
This is literally the movie No Holds Barred featuring Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Like, this is
like a hanging vertical suplex in an MMA match. It's just the best thing ever.
I mean, these guys, they haven't studied mixed martial arts enough to really know what they're doing, is I guess what the problem is.
It's been altered.
My God, Gary Bollea is showing some major strength.
Normally has a prominent tattoo on his chest that has been digitally blurred for Twitch.tv. If you see our kickboxing streams, he has prominent on his chest the letter F, the letter U, his lower torso, Dad. So clearly he's saying "fuck you, Dad" to the entire world. But we had to kind of keep that under wraps for this pro wrestling / MMA / endeavor.
I mean, it's interesting that Ichabod Adams is allowed to exist here. Even I mean, he's a terrible human being.
I am. Well, has Ichabod been tweeting?
No, I believe he's preparing for his match.
I'm blown away that the very next match is Hero versus Sledding. As you can see, Picaporte is the referee of this match.
Yeah, so Sledding is actually trying to take his match prep seriously.
Can you do an atomic drop in an MMA fight? I think so. My God, we have a new champion! We have a new champion. Round 2 knockout with an elbow to the back.
My spine! My spine!
He just broke Gary's spine. Gary's really hurt. Oh my God, this is on live TV. Cut to 86%. Like, Biggs loves the fact that a man's career might be over. Cut to the non-ad. Give us a crowd shot. Oh my God. This is a weird turn of events for poor Gary.
Highly unfortunate.
So here we go. Sledding versus Hero.
Murph loved it. 4 stars.
Wow.
There's gonna be a lot of goddammits under his breath here.
Do we see? There's Sledding. He's underneath a towel right now, but we're gonna talk to him one last time before he heads out here.
What do you want? I'm trying to. My goddamn idiot nephew lost before, and now I have to go fight this old man with his fucking strokes and heart conditions, and he turns fucking purple in the ring. What is he, fucking Brock Lesnar?
Sir, we're just, this is the type of coverage that we give our fans, where we're talking to someone right before they walk out.
You want to give coverage of my ass, huh?
Coverage of your ass?
That's right.
Here, real. Before you go, do you have any concern that you or Sledding might disappear into the Shadow Realm during your match?
Hey, we don't fucking talk about that shit. All right, I don't get spooked by much. No Nut November really spooked me out actually. But this disappearing shit, I think it's just a Beyonce thing. I hope he fucking disappears actually, and then because he's afraid of me,
We don't know if he's afraid of you. He has been working all night. He's been reffing. He was blown up, actually, in a...
Well, that's maybe you should have better cardio instead of getting blown up, huh?
I don't know what that means, sir, but...
Okay.
Whoa, that's wrong. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, everything's wrong. I gotta go out to the fucking ring, okay?
Alright, thank you, sir. Jessica, how do you feel about this match?
Bike is the shit for allowing his ill father to take on Hero Supreme.
He's wearing his sledding gear.
He's wearing his sledding gear. He was an Olympic alternate over 30 years ago. He's wearing his sledding gear. He's been through a rough night, and we may have talked to Hero, but we also talked to him. We're gonna go to a recorded statement by him. I'm wearing my sledding gear to feel better. I feel comfortable in my sledding gear where I am a winner. And that's what we got from sledding. And now here comes Hero.
Yeah.
Hero is the current heavy or world champion in kickboxing, is he not?
Yeah, he is. He's
Is a certified badass in fisticuffs. Sledding Bianchi has had strokes. He's had heart attacks. I don't think he's put together a winning streak more than one in his entire career.
This is two 45-year-old men, and they're hurting each other. And for
Bike, the overweight Bike, who went into another dimension last week and gained 30 pounds because of it. He's in the corner cheering on his dad along with his brother boxing.
Yeah, the boxing has a match right after this too, but he's still. This is the Bianchi family. They're close. You know, they like to help each other out. They're out there going, "Dad, belly ribbon, Dad," and you know,
Dad. Sledding is kind of bullying Hero around. Can you believe this?
You know, maybe Hero should have brought a Philly and cheesesteak with him.
It is a belly ribbon. It is literally
Go
belly
for
ribbon.
the belly ribbon.
The cheesesteak is still kind of broken up over what happened to Jacques Jean-Jacques. He might not be in the best position to.
Yeah. You know, it's better than disappearing into the Shadow Realm. Which both Bianchi's sons have gone into the Shadow Realm at our last event, which really raises questions of their fitness to be involved here.
Ichabod Adams seems to continue to be active on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a terrible person.
Ichabod Adams, the champion. He's a major dick on Twitter right now. Talk us through what we're seeing here. We're seeing that dangerous elbow to the back.
Yeah, we've seen that. I mean, we've seen people get spinal injuries in this league before. We've heard people crying out, "My spine!"
It's true.
This is nothing new for us. It's you know, I mean, sledding is looking for the early finish here, and Hero is just sort of. I think he wasn't expecting this. Big power bomb, though. Big power bomb. That was.
I think that eventually Hero is going to realize that he's champion for a reason. Maybe he's toying with him right now.
I mean, he's starting to throw the punches. He just had the reversal power bomb. I think he's.
I think it's only a matter of time till Hero takes over.
Yeah, he does actually have a belly full of. Deli meats. So that is perhaps not the greatest.
True. Yeah, he's been backstage this whole time just eating.
Yeah, he really enjoys deli meats. So, and that's perhaps not the healthiest thing for a professional fighter.
Chris Hero. Is Jessica gone? Her mic is out and she's chatting.
Wow.
I don't always have to say something.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh my god, Sledding Bianchi is an old man. He's very fragile. He should not be taking bumps to the outside of the ring like that. It's terrible.
I mean, he ate a supreme family uppercut right prior to that.
At this point, Hero's just chasing after this man.
Hero took a breather for a second.
There we hear boxing and Bike Bianchi as Hero prays. My fucking Lord Jesus Christ, fucking let me powerbomb this man.
Let me hurt this man as bad as I can.
Oh
You know,
my God, this is over.
1, 2.
Wow.
Wow.
Boxing and Mike they don't seem like they're gonna help their dad. They'll let him fall. They will let him fall. Another heavy elbow to the spine.
I mean, those spinal elbows, man. They're becoming a defining part of this league.
This is terrible. My God. Hero with that double hammer.
These old men, they're just looking to hurt each other, and they're not, they're showing that age is just, it's just a number. There's a state of mind involved in all of this. Wow. The suit might actually be helping him. We don't know that. We would have to have somebody go in and inspect it. But seeing as though that Mike, is the son of the man in the suit, I don't think
fine. I don't think it's helping him at all.
You never know. Maybe
it makes him more aerodynamic.
Spoken like a true Bianchi sympathizer.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's an old man who shouldn't be fighting. He's already been cut open and reffing all night.
He needs to be retired permanently, and maybe he was the man to do it.
Why is he even kicking out?
I don't know. He's getting powerbombed a lot. I mean, he's just... he's a man in a latex suit.
He's powerbombed. Look at him. He's bent up. This is over. Hero just beat the hell out of him. This is horrible. Why did this match happen? Why was this booked?
Anger.
Flooding does not... He's fighting the champion.
Yeah, this was
not... Oh my God. He's going to have to peel that suit off of him.
Probably smells awful.
77%. What the hell did we just see? Alright. Moving on to the main event of the night.
This is the main event because Ichabod Adams is a coward and refused to defend his world title against Boxing, who rightfully won a fatal four-way to determine the number one contender. He begged off and demanded a trios match because he is a cowardly snowflake.
It's true.
Boxing
won many matches to get this far.
Yeah, he won a series of fatal four-ways. And they were grueling matches, and he won.
He won
in a match.
some by power, but some with his mind. It was great. It was really.
We do have to remember that earlier this week he was dragged into the Shadow Realm, and I don't know what kind of mental toll that takes on a man. And he's in there with his belly ribbon friends and teammates, immediately Ito and especially Esposito. And those two are looking to challenge for the tag team championship held by Russian Pyotr Petrov and American former drill instructor Federal Bell.
Incredible.
Knocked out, I believe, 2 days ago by Gary Balea's devastating big boot in a kickboxing contest.
Yeah.
Ichabod, I don't recall the last time I've even seen Ichabod in a kickboxing cage.
He's trying to curate his career, I believe, and that's what he's claiming. I think
all that cowardly.
He doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want, as being the world champion, he doesn't want to lose. And then you see Hero, kickboxing world champion. He's out there. He's doing whatever.
He hasn't defended even in. He's barely defended in kickboxing.
Yeah, I mean, we've been. The kickboxing world has been scaled back a bit since taking over pro wrestling and basketball.
All right, here we go. And it's really sad to say, but we're completely for sale here. A quick message from your champion, Ichabod Adams, tweeter extraordinaire.
I don't know where he's getting the money to buy ad space.
I know. Well, through Kickstarters, these guys all raise money for each other. It's really weird.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, according to the script I have to read, he just has to say, "Don't listen to fake news. I am the real champion. Fuck Mike Bianchi. Hashtag cuck, hashtag snowflake, hashtag MAGA." That's all he gave me. He paid us $3,000 for that.
I mean, Twitch.tv time is a premium right now, and he's I guess he's been selling like things from World of Tanks. I don't really know how this world works. But I think he built up some sort of account.
As you can see
sold it on the Chinese
Bianche's
market
face right now, he's very concerned for his father. His father's hurt.
Yeah, his father just took about 8 power bombs.
Yeah, immediately Ito and especially Esposito are very solemn right now. Belly Ribbon in general, just like he's very, very hurt. Starting to pick up there.
Yeah, and then the alt-right connection. I mean, these guys. They're at the top of their game right now. They're holding the major championships, and they're all just major pieces of shit too, which is just it's kind of uncanny.
Fucking Ichabod. And can you believe it? Sledding Bianche is back in the ring.
Yeah, I mean he's a trooper, and he's I think Bike just doesn't want to pay. There might also be some sort of belief that Picaporte let his father take more damage than he needed to. It might have been the only match of his that he's actually watched in a long time.
Especially Esposito is much, much smaller than Petrov, let it be known. Oh. But Esposito's fast. What were you saying, Jessica?
I was just confirming to the people in the chat that this is the main event, even though we did not have any sort of buffer sibling announce it as such.
Well, yeah, we do actually.
Wait, I'm sorry.
All those placards that run.
No, I'm just saying we didn't have an actual member of the Buffer family come
that's
out
true.
and announce. It's
then that's what we
main
need.
event of the evening.
I think that's what we need to do. Here's especially Esposito just working over the shoulder.
With a guy named Jeff Buffer, I can ask if he's available.
Boxing back in. See these here. Here's the fight right here. Boxing.
Yeah, this is
Ichabod.
This is the upcoming main event that we're all looking forward to.
This is the world title match. This is
Ichabod,
boxing's shot.
The blonde man here is the world champion against the bald man, Boxing Bianche, who is the challenger. These two have fought so many times prior, and they have a very serious history. And Bike Bianche, who I believe is outside the ring, Ichabod does everything to try to troll him. It's really quite interesting.
Trolling got to a fever pitch when Ichabod won the world title from the greatest fighter in Belly Ribbon history, Discussion Date. Simply spamming a leg clutch roll up over and over until Discussion. For some reason, he kept going for the same setup, not realizing Ichabod was looking for the same move, and he just ended up getting caught with it. And I've never seen a bigger shit-eating grin than when Ichabod came up from that 3 count.
Ichabod is terrible.
Yeah,
It's a terrible person.
Let's be real here.
This is
Federal
not
Bell, who's in the ring, he's not much better, and Petrov, his Russian counterpart, really not a great guy either. I mean, these men are a part of the fringes of society, but they're not they're people like you and I too, and that's what the New York Times wants to tell us. They want to tell us that Ichabod, a former history teacher until he was espousing a lot of very terrible racist ideals in the classroom, and Federal Bell in there right now, a former drill instructor for the Marines, and then you have Petrov. Petrov is a Russian, and he claims that his sister was involved in the Donald Trump P tape, and that he was trying to sell it to the Gawker, but Gawker was shut down by Hulk Hogan. And, his claims seem dubious.
So does that make him upset at Gary Bollea in any way?
I don't think he really understands the gravity of the whole situation, and he's more interested in, he's more interested in talking about how, gay people are evil, and he's a big supporter of Vladimir Putin.
I just want to point out very quickly how united the alt-right connection is. They're quickly coming in to break up any pinfall or submission attempts and are hanging around to provide support, whereas it's only just now that Belly Ribbon is entering the ring to help.
Yeah, I feel, but they're also watching Petrov take a little bit of a beating here.
They are, but that's I think Ichabod,
right
who's
now.
actually in the ring.
It's Ichabod. Yeah, my bad. Petrov is now just tagged in.
Yeah, Ichabod doesn't want to be in there at all.
He wants to be fresh for his title fight.
Yeah, which I believe will be the next week.
Unless he finds a way to get out of it again. Yeah.
I mean, it could, you never know with this guy. He's, he's crafty. He knows his world history, and he might try to use it to his advantage at some point.
10 minutes gone.
Boxing really trying to depend on just kickboxing, but you can't get away with that. Petrov knows how to grapple.
Don't forget,
Krav Maga.
Boxing has a big left hand, and he can put anybody to sleep with it.
Yeah, he's knocked out people in the tournament to get here. Ooh, the pre-Christmas. Yeah, it's got to be a Christmas episode, Murph, because there's no way Mike Bianchi would not let the war on Christmas ever happen.
and these alt-right fellas definitely believe there's a war on Christmas right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Ichabod just wants to say Merry Christmas, not Happy Holiday. All right, take that, Starbucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has banned Starbucks from his personal life for years.
But at the same time, I believe in the open market, and everyone should make money in the best way possible. So don't dare you market to the most amount of people all at once.
Yeah, Ichabod just goes to places that are friendly to him. Right now, he has a Hobby Lobby down the street. He tries to buy as much of the things that he needs there. He's failing at everything because of that. Sometimes he just steals stuff from his brother-in-law, Ron, and, it causes some friction in the home.
Is Ron ever going to actually come around?
Yeah, Ron has been preparing to make his way in here. It's just, he's a little scared about doing it, but he might have to stand up to Ichabod at some point because Ichabod is a bully. Uh-oh. Wow. Boxing Bianchi hit the big boxing, the Bianchi Buster, he calls it, and then went to tag. He went to tag out instead of going for the cover because he's cognizant of this.
And now we have with a big uppercut. I just don't know how I ever feel about Esposito in this setting. He relies on his boxing. He's a former boxing champion. Let it be known that through EAUFC, the original Super Chat Fight League, it's kickboxing, but there's also boxing champion. And he's a very small guy. He's fighting in their corner. This is
he also ballsy. Has no hair.
Really ballsy. Yeah. Oh, yep.
He has no hair on his balls.
He's got alopecia.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's quite a few bald individuals in this match.
It's true.
Kind of interesting.
I was thinking about that.
The
only person who's the most bald though is the man who's winning the match right now. Except he got kicked. Stupid cover.
Yeah, don't try to cover by the alt-right. A smooth, hairless match.
So as we know, right now, Sledding Bianchi is kind of motioning through this match as a ref. He's concussed, he's beat up. But I think Belly Ribbon, so Offers Thompson basically defended.
Basically.
Belly Ribbon's kind of reeling, though, because Ichabod's being such a dick. They need this.
Belly Ribbon. Whoa, he goes for the big elbow.
Wow, it's chaos now.
We've seen that move knock somebody out prior.
Here's the thing, immediately Ito, especially Esposito at least was a boxing champion, but he didn't defend much or anything. Immediately Ito is kind of a jobber in kickboxing. Boxing is the real guy. Oh my god, it's over. Relatively easy. There we go.
Wow.
It's over.
Ichabod
Constantly winning.
Ichabod just goes for that big double stomp, and then he salutes the flag. You know.
Yep. He's no kneeling here. Terrible.
Be my
77%.
ass. I won't kneel.
77%. Well, it's still relatively early. I'd be down to do like a gruesome tournament or something if you guys are interested.
Wow.
Jessica?
Ichabod owns multiple instances of the new Undertaker shirt. In a wide array of sizes, just in case he gains or loses weight.
Do you guys want to do a small gruesome tournament to determine contenders?
I mean, if there's still .tv time available.
I think that there is.
16 men? 8 men?
What do you guys want to do? 16 or 8? I'm down for
8.
either. 8?
Keep it smaller.
Let's start throwing out some names for this gruesome fighting tournament. Gary's gonna ref it.
Oh wow, Gary's coming out of mediocre retirement.
Yeah. Give me some names, you guys.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't be averse to seeing like a Wim Nyman getting a shot here.
I think that there's also a young Irish gentleman
Oh God!
who I would
Kelly.
like to actually get on the mic. I see him walking down the hallway right now. We basically work in a hallway. Kelly, sir, come here. Are you here, Kelly?
Oh, hello, boys. How you
Oh.
doing tonight?
Hello, Kelly. I brought you some cigarettes. Here you are.
Oh, thank you, son. These are fucking delicious. Thank you so much.
Are you eating them, Kelly? Not WCW.
You're not supposed to eat the cigarettes, Kelly. What are you doing, Kelly?
I smoke them like normal. I just love the flavor. The flavor's amazing.
Are
You
you-
get flavor cigarettes like this out in Donegal. You don't. You fucking don't.
Okay, so are you ever going to
Let me
make
tell
your
you something,
debut?
boys.
Are
Let
you
me
going
tell
to
you
fight?
something,
Are you here to fight? Or are you here to talk?
Wow.
As I always say, I might be a little fucker. I'll kick any man's ass in the fucking head. Did you see what I did to that fucking drunkard, Mike Miller? I kicked him in the head, and his head snapped against the fucking fence. Did you see that highlight? Did you fucking see it? Did you see it, boys?
We saw it,
Jesus,
Kelly.
I think I fucking killed him.
Jessica,
Calm
you
down,
should
Kelly,
pull it
calm
up.
down.
Jessica, you should pull it up and share it with the chat. Kelly, talk to us. Oh, what a great
Get
guy.
excited, boys.
Calm down.
I love Kelly. Please, somebody go buy him more cigarettes.
I don't have much in my life. I teach supply. I'm a supply teacher for Donegal. These fucking kids. Let me tell you
You
something.
teach supply?
You might call it substitute. I'm a supply teacher in Donegal.
Okay.
He's a
These
substitute teacher.
fucking kids.
All
What I
right.
do, first day I come into a classroom, all these little shits are running around screaming. I grab a desk, I fucking axe kick it in half. They don't say fucking nothing the rest of the time I'm there.
My God.
But why did you axe kick it?
Because that's the best way to break a fucking desk in half, isn't it?
I suppose
desk in half.
so. You could have put one of the children through it.
Sued, you fucking nincompoop.
She's got a point.
She? Kelly?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Jason Nawahan. Stop smoking your marijuanas and start smoking some delicious cigarettes. Jeez.
Have you ever swallowed a cigarette, Kelly?
Many times. When you drink as
Oh,
much as I do.
Kelly,
with these
I'm seeing
fucking
the light. You
kids.
gotta walk out there. You're fighting. Wait. Oh no, wait. Hold on. You have a new opponent. No, sorry. Let's keep talking to her.
What are you doing now? I'll fucking knock your teeth out.
You're misgendering Kelly.
That little shite. I'll fucking kick you in the fucking head.
I'm so sorry.
Freya. How fucking dare ya? Lord Jesus, have mercy.
Well,
Man,
I'm
keep
seeing a
calling
lot.
me
You're gonna have to go out there now, Kelly. But
I'll do my fucking best. I'll
I-
kick
I-
any man in the fucking teeth.
I know you will. I appreciate you coming out here.
Wow.
Yes. The pleasure is always.
What a character.
Quite the guy, that Kelly.
So that was intense. Jason, why'd you keep calling him she? What's going on, buddy? You need rest.
I need rest. I need rest. Alright, so here we go with the start of the... Yeah.
Why are you making the S1 versions of people fighting in gruesome fighting?
I wouldn't know. I just kind of went with it. It's Mike Bianchi, not me. Let Lou already making the noises, weird noises. Angel Guardian, I'm assuming a week from the day. It might have to be a little bit later at night, like 1:30, 1:45, unfortunately. It's bad.
You've hindered this man by making him wear boxing gloves.
Maybe,
He's
yeah.
not.
Kelly, I was very confused. It was his debut, and as he's getting like fed cigarettes, he's getting his hands taped. So he's just kind of like they're feeding to him like grapes.
It's hard to smoke
royalty.
cigarettes. It's hard to smoke cigarettes when you're wearing boxing gloves. I gotta admit,
Yeah.
it was weird seeing it. He was trying his. As that's what he's known for.
There's a chance I'll get mad tonight, Murph. You have no idea. So Walsh, I mean, you're a fan of Kelly. How do you feel about this for his debut? In gruesome fighting, of all things. Is Welsh gone?
Give up.
I think he might be gone.
Oof.
There he is. He just ran right back into our hallway. Where we're looking out the window down at the cage. A lot has been going on. I think maybe you've been gone for a while. Holy shit, let Lou.
Yeah, Let Lou is
Give up.
Let Lou is hurting Kelly's arse.
Oh, Jesus, let Lou is screaming. You can hear Kelly. They're both just screaming at each other down there. This is really weird.
Jesus, save me!
Why did Kelly, why did he enter himself into this tournament if he's going to be screaming out? Especially against someone who's fairly clearly confused trying to pin him.
I mean, clearly when you're so thankful for being gifted a handful of cigarettes, you really need them.
Let Lou's holding his own.
Fight.
Certainly an interesting question. Is a habitually concussed, brain-damaged community college student a better or worse fighter than a late middle-aged man, heavy smoker?
We're gonna find out, man, because you know, between rounds, what we just saw was Kerry Kelly just started smoking a cigarette with his 1 minute break, but
Give up.
Let Lou just started eating ramen. So
It wasn't even cooked. He just took a bite out of a pack of, essentially freeze-dried ramen. It was weird.
oh, Let Lou might be winning this fight. Let Lou usually fights with a partner.
How many rounds is this contest? Is this tournament? Or how many rounds is the match in this tournament? I should ask.
5. In order to really, and all the damage carries over. It ensures a finish. Kelly. Kinda coming back now? Let Lou's gassing. That's the thing. He totally
Kelly.
carbo loaded before getting on here. Full of sodium.
Well, for a man that smokes so much, I think Kelly's quick to gas as well. He's jumping and spinning attacks. It's not a wise strategy.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Could you imagine if we saw a submission via Boston Crab in this MMA tournament, or this gruesome fighting tournament?
I mean, it's happened in MMA recently. Oh, look at this! Oh, Kelly gets dropped on his face. See, I don't know if Let Lou has what it takes to finish him, man. Just really knock him out, you know? Oh, there it is. My God. Kelly! Line on his face and all. It's from smoking too much. Look at him.
Just a middle.
Kicked him right in the tummy. That's how you finish Let Lou.
Yeah.
89%. I guess that went pretty back and forth. Alright.
See who's next, because I didn't get a good look at this bracket.
Chucky Murphy versus Baby Hayes.
Chucky, of course, was our inaugural world champion.
Yeah, yep, it's the first ever. And forced to be reckoned with in the kickboxing ring as well.
Baby Hayes is one of the founders of Super Chat,
Yep.
isn't he?
Yeah, he founded Super Chat Fight League next to Mike Bianchi. And it's
What I wanna know
rumored,
is-
there's no official knowledge about this, but it's rumored that he's the one who writes the articles on the website.
I just want to know how him and Mike met to co-found a combat sports league.
It's all very weird, it's all very surreal, and this is why people wonder if Belly Ribbon, Iowa is a portal to hell.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. These people are freaks. No one knows why they're here or what they're here for. It's terrible, really. Just this perpetual sports league of mediocre men. Like, these guys are gassing out in the middle of round one. But they're willing to keep on going. And they're going to get up the next day and they're going to play basketball. Ugh. Chopping each other's chests in an MMA match. What do you think about that, Jessica? Is that just kind of just to show each other off, like, hey, I'm tougher than you are?
It could be used for intimidation. I don't know how much concussive force you can really generate with a knife edge chop. And if you want to hit someone and you don't have proper hand wraps, you can always go with just a plain palm strike to the face or the chest, or an elbow or forearm. A lot of options, but adult baby, so.
Unfortunately.
Glad I'm not an adult baby. I wouldn't say it's unfortunate.
Now, what's gonna... Oh, what a combo to end round one. So I guess the winner of this tournament is the #1 contender to Blowhole Bernard's title?
I guess, yeah.
Has there been an update on Gary Bollia's condition after taking that elbow to the spine?
No, not that I've heard. Of course, the Belly Ribbon Medical Center is kind of backloaded already with a few other tragic incidents that,
Give up.
it's kind of a first come, first serve, and with the one ambulance, you kind of...
Is Gary Bollia still in the building?
I mean, I think what happened is, had some
Give
put
up.
Gary on sleddings, old sled, and they've been kind of pushing him towards the hospital at this
God.
rate.
Oh my God. Oh, baby Hayes is pooping on Chucky Murphy's head right now. It's terrible.
Can't be
Give up.
legal in any
Give up.
capacity.
Is this a close fight? I think. Oh no, yeah, right when I say that. Wow, what a combo. Baby's unconscious. Truly incredible.
Thank you.
%, people are loving it. Fucking loving it. SCFL Rossi versus Raul Hernandez. I know nothing about Raul Hernandez.
Fight!
Tell me about him, Jessica.
Raul is a Cuban Muay Thai fighter who claims he's in his early 20s, but clearly looks like he's at least, late 30s, early 40s. He teams up, I don't know if you'd say teams up, he pals around with Pancho Baggins and Ricky Robinson quite a lot. The three of them like to go out on the town after training, after fights, and get into it. Phil is the ladies' man, Pancho is the man's man, and Ricky's going after pretty much anything that will give him his number. They're kind of, they're living fast and loose with Kyle, and Raul's, fully embraced it. Tell me a little about Eosinophil.
Well, SCFL, as you can see,
Completely real and normal name.
he made his debut. He's already been retired after a massive head trauma in the kickboxing league.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, he has a giant tattoo of Ultimate Fighter Season 7 commemorative dog tags on his chest. He's 45 years old, and he just discovered MMA 2 years ago when he was watching the Forrest Griffin versus Rampage Jackson Ultimate Fighter season. And so he goes for the most flashy stuff possible. There's some incredible highlights of him on the Twitter account. But he's done now forever, and this is where he lives. He's now gonna see what he can do here, and just keep on watching early episodes of The Ultimate Fighter and being really inspired by that. But he doesn't really know many techniques. So he's just kind of like pulling at the arm there. He doesn't have anything. He's already cast. He's not in shape at all.
They're underwater, Captain Roddy. Is it me? Or is it the other person speaking?
Oh no. I don't know. I'll find out right now, Captain Roddy.
Give up. Give up. Yeah!
Thank you, Captain Roddy.
Thank you,
I was
Captain
really
Roddy.
looking for these
I
knee
hope
strikes.
that worked.
Knees and elbows are his bread and butter. He's looking to knock his opponent out.
Oh yeah, that worked.
Always to the head.
Oh, SCFL. I don't think he's ever won. Ever. He never won an EAUFC in the kickboxing league, and he got retired before ever winning. And now he loses here. I don't think he's ever won ever. It's really, my mind is blown. Alright, Foundation Russo versus Maniac Missouri.
Wow, that's a fight.
Captain Roddy, I wish you were on a little bit earlier. We had quite the card. and now we're just trying to determine the next #1 contender, the gruesome titles. See, this is a weird fight because Foundation is a kickboxer at heart. But
with more boxing tendencies.
Right. Hello, Walsh. But Captain Arati, he's fighting a dude who's known as one of the hardcore fighters. So this is just a weird matchup, which I would lean towards Foundation, but who knows? I mean, we're seeing Missouri just look at his eyes. There's no rules here.
Yeah. And it's Gary LaPlante as the referee, so anything goes. Even like fucking, you know.
Wow.
No, there's not judges in the game.
No judges.
They might actually.
Mistaken.
Oh, Foundation just picking up Missouri, slamming him down. Oh, Captain Robdy, I mean, we can take you through it, my friend.
We've got like 70 of our own characters, basically, maybe 80.
So here's tonight's card. That's what we just went through. CZS mod has judges, Walsh.
Yeah, it does. Carl's mod does have judges, yeah.
Oh, Carl, I thought he was going to be here tonight. Come on, Carl. Boom, there's that. That's our major roster. But we have...
There's still omissions in there.
Oh yeah, many omissions. There's a lot going on right now. We're naming a lot of title fights. Like, the league is just kind of kicking off right now. So, we've got quite a few champions.
Give up. Give up.
That link is to a bulk of the fighters in the workshop.
Oof.
And with refs and the ring, that kind of stuff.
Look at this hanging vertical suplex in an MMA match between like a hardcore dude and like a boxer, like someone who just kind of waves forward, you know. Are we ever gonna make the belts in the game, Walsh? That's
the belts are. I don't know. The belt system in this game is kind of not the greatest, and it doesn't matter. They don't walk out to the ring with them anyway, so it's like I don't know. They might fix that before it exits early access. There's been talk of it.
I've never seen any belts in the game.
Well,
like what do you even see? Like how are they represented?
They're basically not. I don't know what you can make them in the edit mode, and you can assign like the faceplate and the side plates and the belt, and then whatever colors or whatever. But that's pretty much it. It's like, you know, the end of a like tournament where it says winner.
Look for who's winning this contest, Jason.
What's up?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Nurse is doing really well.
Yep.
Oh,
Foundation. Another elbow to the back. The most dangerous maneuver. These people don't care. They're willing to end careers.
Breaking that spine is something you can't really get back up from.
Yeah, that has to be notated. That has to be notated. Really quick.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a graphic after the match is all the title is.
See the Supreme Family Certified Pre-Owned. Get your Buicks who promise you won't die, you piece of shit. It's from 5-time SCFL kickboxing champ Philly Supreme.
Yeah. Foundation, lifelong adversary to Philly Supreme.
That's what we saw tonight. Oh wow, now we're going Kelly versus Chucky Murphy.
Wow.
We're going to a live mic as Kelly bounces down to the ring.
Oh Jesus, that big fucker was tough, but this guy I've heard is even tougher. Oh Jesus,
Kelly beat up Let Lou.
You can fucking do this, Kelly. Come on.
Kelly already taking knees to the head. My God, we gotta get out of that. We gotta get out of there. Their boom mic. Kelly's getting the hell beat out of him. My God, kicks to the face.
Kelly's a little guy. He really, you know.
He's a surprising combination.
Take the match. so fucked up. Like these men are just going after the spine. What kind of fight league is this? Like half these people were in a hardcore match like last week. You know,
Spine. They really
The
want.
pro wrestlers are retired kickboxers, and they're only retired because they've taken too much trauma and damage.
exactly. Like this is where they go after they've taken too much trauma.
And then they get put in these actual fights. Hey, you know, the Gamenguri has to happen.
Oh, Kelly, poor Kelly. I'm really
Jumping
worried
high
for him.
kick.
He's a weird combination of a very angry man, but
Very
he
sad.
lacks confidence, and
Yeah.
you guys know that he's severely limited in skills and abilities.
You can't be in this league unless you're an
Mostly
incredibly
hard.
sad man.
Yeah. Oh, Kelly, I'm pulling for Kelly.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody has their own sexual preferences, I guess.
Wow.
He had a kickboxing match with Lutlu, and he was doing well until he kept going for flashy strikes and just got tuckered out and
Tuckered out?
Pummeled him.
For some reason that works so well with Kelly, because you just kind of like want to just like put him in the bed and lift up the covers up to his neck, and you just put some cigarettes next to him. Oh, and then he's unconscious. Kelly's hurt.
He took that kneel kick to the back of the head.
Chucky Murphy is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think
Yeah.
our gruesome division is honestly one of the most interesting right now. Anyone can take
A lot of vertical suplexes in the division.
The first round one knockout in this tournament so far.
I mean, Chucky against Kelly was just, it was bound to end like that.
So who's Chucky Murphy gonna face in the finals?
Foundation Russo versus Raul Hernandez.
Fight!
So here's Foundation. Put him to bed. Captain Roddy, you're gonna like it around here. I think you're gonna. You understand.
There's a lot of weird stuff that happens here.
A lot of weird stuff. If you go on our website, you'll see that this gets deep.
There's a Shadow Realm. There's a Ghost Hunter under the employment of the company. A lot of weird stuff.
But this is after 2 years of canon building already. We've really developed these characters a lot that I'm talking about live. Foundation Russo is mortal enemy, the big bully of the Supreme family that we saw earlier tonight. The Supreme family blew it actually in a 2-on-1 situation. They still lost that fight.
No, we haven't heard from the Ghost Hunter yet. He's
Hunter Jensen Woods is, I believe, making his debut next week.
Oh wow.
Paintbrush.
That's the spectral goings on.
Yeah.
Foundation Russo. See, Foundation Russo has been doing so well in kickboxing. He really needs this.
Yeah, he needs something. I mean, he's getting up there in age, you know. You can see the little encroaching grays on the sides of his head. You know, he's getting older.
Yeah, I feel like you can sense that he's a little bit desperate now. He's really kind of walking him down, Raul. It's a little bit tentative. I don't recall how Raul does in kickboxing, Jessica. Is he
I don't
retired?
think I've ever seen Raul fight.
He fights infrequently. It's kind of the main issue is he's a bit on the small side, so he's a little nervous about going up against guys who are 6'2", 6'3", when he's only, I believe, 5'10" or 5'11". So he tries to always got those late nights trying to get laid, so it's just hard for him to get prepped.
Yeah, I mean, with a name like Raul Hernandez, he sounds like he could
also
be
at various clinics trying to get treatment for certain ailments.
Yeah. Chlamydia.
Foundation. Wow. Bringing
Wow.
it right up until the last bell. So far, I think Foundation is winning this.
It could be.
Too bad there are no judges. But he's just
Right.
he's out muscling Raul.
Mike Bianchi just doesn't think that far ahead to get judges.
Wow, there it is, the overhand. That's right out of EAUFC. That is his move. What a knockout.
Wow.
Wow.
He just, I mean, that's like getting hit by a ton of bricks.
Gary loves it. Open to open round 2. Early clean finish. Jessica, you're one of your 69%.
Nice.
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 All right, so this end of tournament match brought to you by Mike Bianchi's social media between Foundation Russo and Chucky Murphy. This is actually a really great fight. There we go.
I mean, Chucky Murphy seems like he's made for this. Scott Stein. I mean, look at Chucky. He starts things off with a bang, you know.
This is anyone's fight, and either one of these dudes can finish the fight at any time.
I mean, Foundation's little shoes might give him better grip than those wrestling boots, and that's really important when you're throwing big haymakers like he does.
True, but those wrestling boots do add a bit of an impact to a lot of Chucky's kicks, which he's probably throwing a lot of kicks.
Yeah, he's hitting the big boy senton, and that's doing some serious damage here. MMA absolutely needs more sentons. It absolutely needs. I mean, it needs more mock hunt, basically.
Wow.
Give up.
Foundation. I didn't know he knew any submissions. I think he was just kind of making that one up, stick the head between the legs, and squeeze. I'm worried about both these men. They're taking a lot of damage, my god. But this is nothing that they haven't seen before. But just getting kicked in the head unprotected while you're laying down, my god. Foundation is as tough as they come.
Give up. Give up.
Yeah, it's really interesting to watch these guys fight. I mean, Foundation, he apparently knows how to do a half Boston Crab. Maybe he's been training with Lance Storm.
More impressive that he's doing it with 2 boxing gloves on.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's not much of a technical guy, but he's being really technical here in this gruesome fight.
Foundation just seems to be out muscling him.
Yeah, but I feel like anybody could be winning here. It's very it's late in this tournament.
Fight.
Big moonsault. I mean, that has to do some damage.
Moonsault cover.
Yeah.
Give up.
He's going for whatever he
Give
can.
up.
I wouldn't be shocked to see
Foundation. Just
a submission here. I want to see it.
right in between his thighs, you know?
That's how it's not going to be.
Probably smells really weird. Foundation looking up and down his opponent instead of, he goes for the big punch afterwards.
That's something Foundation would do, though.
Yeah, he's trying to intimidate him, but he looks like he's something out of the 1950s in those shorts and shoes combo.
Oh. Foundation really, I'm worried he's gonna gas himself out.
I mean,
Chuck out of the ring.
he was trying to throw him over the cage, he just couldn't reach.
Very illegal and just a waste of time. Oh my god, Chucky Murphy. Belly ribbon is on the downward slide. This is so depressing. Foundation knocked out. So now Chucky Murphy versus Blowhole Bernard for the title next week.
No.
Who's the champion?
Jesus Christ.
Mr.
Blaster
Robinson.
Robinson.
Lester Robinson. 73%.
It's really interesting because Foundation, right before he got knocked out, he did go for that elbow to the spine that was winning all of his matches, but Chucky just powered through it, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Bike Bianchi. Look at that. Look at that victory.
Do we want to keep going or not? I'm down for like a half hour more, probably.
I think I'm pretty good.
What does that mean? You're done?
I think I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna shut it down then, folks. We love you so much.
It was great having all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you forever.
Yep. We love you forever indeed.
Bike
And
is indeed
Bike
short
is-
for Michael.
Yeah. Tonight we saw, you know, who won the title? Chuchai destroyed Gorvis to become the S1 champion.
So here's the quick rundown of what happened. Kurt King won the opener scramble title in an over the top battle royale. Gene Green via leg drop defeated Credit Lewis. Dubois via Dubois driver pinned Front Reed in a hardcore match, and he's probably next in line for that hardcore title shot. Roddy Hendricks flying front kick to the face took out October Schmidt. He might be next in line for some sort of title opportunity. Algorithm Schneider until Robert, and then pinned both Ferrari with a Canadian destroyer. Offers Thompson and Meet Me In unfortunately went to a draw due to a complete timing snafu. Blowhole Bernard survived an explosion. Zoning Zhang did not in a hardcore match. Miles Manhoof rolled up Sander Suzuki despite Jean-Jacques being knocked unconscious earlier. Chuchai Train Muay Thai Gym defeated Gorvis Rogers in the first round after the 3 minutes that Gorvis was used to training for, so there might be a bone of contention there. Blaster Robinson KO'd Gary Billy in the second round.
With a spine elbow.
With a spine-destroying elbow. Hero Supreme, after about 9 praying powerbombs, finally pinned Sledding Bianchi. Adams, in what we thought was the main event, pinned especially Esposito after a double stomp. And then we had this quick and dirty, gruesome tournament. Kelly defeated Let Lou via body kick in the second round. Chucky Murphy knocked out Baby Hayes with a backspin kick also in the second. Raul Hernandez knocked out Eosinophil Rossi with clenched knees in the second. Foundation Russo broke Maniac Missouri's spine with an elbow, also in the second. Chucky Murphy knocked out Kelly with a backspin kick in the first round. Foundation Russo landed the sockful of quarters punch to knock out Raul Hernandez in the second. And in the finals, Chucky Murphy, with a high kick to the back of the head, knocked out Foundation Russo in the second round.
It was awesome. Oops.
Good old Bike. So from all of us here, thank you so much. And please join us next week at the same time, where hopefully we'll be having the world title and the tag titles defended.
And one more time from our sponsor, the Supreme Family Certified Pre-Owned. Get your Buicks, we promise you won't die.